B.K. Shivani has captured the imagination of millions of people in her native India and across the world. Now she is bringing her unique blend of lighthearted humor and profound spiritual understanding to the U.S., the Caribbean, and Panama.
Are we ready to create a peaceful world?
Tickets are free for all these events, but registration is required. To reserve your seats, just visit the website, or you can scan the QR code on the screen.
Hi everybody, welcome to the next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. Sister Shivani is coming. All of the east coast of this upper part, south part of America is getting really awakened. We're looking very forward to my beautiful sister being here and elevating our consciousness. If you have not had a chance of really experiencing God's, Baba's, the teachings of the Brahma Kumaris through her, feel free to check her out. And today my conversation is on maintaining zeal and enthusiasm. What a power that attitude is and mindset. I want to tell you a story. When our beloved Sister Gita was with us, there was a small crew of us when we used to be in McLean, Virginia. It was myself, Sister Gita, Santosh, Antonia, and we used to just really have to work together, especially during the pandemic. Previously, before the pandemic, when we were all together, Brother David and all the rest of the family members were involved with keeping the museums going, classes, programs, meetings, travels, tours, guests, fixing what people are breaking up and creating a lot of chaos. There was something that used to be very magical with our core team, and it was the attitude that everyone maintained. Sister Gita with her dancing and her Baba, it's time to go home, it's time to go home. So she played that role, and the sustainer with her love for God was her enthusiasm. Despite whatever emotional traumas that were still lurking in her personality that she enjoyed as a child, she had the enthusiasm. I found God. I found Baba. I found Baba. Baba's here. Baba's here now. He's with us. And all you have to do is keep thinking of Baba. Think of Baba. Take Baba with you. Walk with Baba. Eat with Baba. Play with Baba. Dance with Baba. That's all she did. And if you've ever witnessed Sister Gita dancing, she doesn't dance like Beyonce. It is Beyonce with Mother Teresa in her. That's how she dances. Just try to visualize that. Mother Teresa and Beyonce. Freedom, I'm a hero, and this, whatever. She always had grace. There was a beauty. Now Santosh, Mr. Forgetfulness, has this great heart, and he is committed. Commitment is so different than just saying, I'm doing something. Commitment means, without me, it's not going to function. And so he would be on. Every day we were doing a show. Remember, for those of you who used to be with us during the pandemic? Every single day. Remember, Monday through Sunday, we used to do something at 6:30 onwards. And it's not that I always had the topics ahead or available, or people would be coming. Sister Gita has her antics, and we are live. Live is a completely different cup of tea than something being pre-recorded. There was a young woman called Allison. Her sister's Drew Sedora from Atlanta Housewives. And Allison was going through a really hard time. And when she came out of the psychiatric ward, she had found our community online, and it saved her. And she will tell you, and that's why she actually put me on Atlanta Housewives television series, because of how much healing she went through from just being online, but the next normal and spiritual vaccine hour. And so Santosh had this enthusiasm. Whatever sister's topic, idea, I'll have the cameras on, audio would be rolling. Antonia, the producer, make sure everything is in place. And if Santosh and I are off in La La Land, which we are a lot, he's in his land of technology, I'm in my land of my Baba and creativity. And Santosh is like, geez, can you guys just focus? Just imagine that little team. But we all had in our hearts the joy of existing and the zeal and enthusiasm of being God's instruments for service. It's an incredible experience to work with a team of individuals who all want to be there, who all know their gifts and their specialities and how they show up. They didn't have to be me, I didn't have to be them, but each person came together with this energy of life. Just, why are we in our bodies? We're not in our bodies to keep fighting and complaining and competing and being jealous and vindictive and angry and disillusioned, and to use our greatest asset of thought to be thinking about how bad we are or how bad they are, or to gossip, or to strategize how you want to bring someone's character down. I mean, they do that in politics all the time. And what makes me laugh is people actually believe all that crap. They're not supposed to. But when you've got zeal and enthusiasm, you can move out all of that negative stuff that this world of sorrow, this world that has 8 billion souls, and with every billion soul having the influence of algae recorded in them. Anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego, the acronym for algae. 8 billion souls. Even a little baby just being born cries. Oh no, I'm back here again. I thought I was going to go to God by now. I've got to deal with people, relationships. I have to educate myself. I've got to make money, pay bills. It's daunting. So don't think those cute, sweet, little innocent babies being born are also 100% happy for coming back here. Life is just life. But if you don't maintain a good attitude and recognize the power in zeal and enthusiasm, it's very hard for you to overcome your challenges. As souls, we're on a journey. And in that journey, we are carrying experiences, impressions, memories, sanskars of our previous births, previous incarnations, previous lifetimes. And some of it hasn't always been the best. There have been storms, things that I felt like I was beaten down and pushed down. And I hold on to that experience more than how I got myself out of it. You see, the person who maintains zeal and enthusiasm remembers how they got out of being kicked down, not that they're kicked down. The person who maintains the gift of zeal and enthusiasm has acknowledged that nobody can get them out of the pit of waste and negative or disillusionment but themselves. And so the person that carries that gift of zeal and enthusiasm knows they have the tools. They have the tools to pick themselves up and to get going. You see, when you have the awareness that victory is your birthright and that victory is yours, you will not quit on yourselves. It's impossible for you to give up on you. And the gift of maintaining this attitude of zeal and enthusiasm is your card. It's your ace card that you will play over and over again when you find yourself in a little rut. Relationship, you're in a marriage, 5 years, you realize this isn't the one. 10 years, you have 2 kids. 15 years, what to do? I know him, he knows me. My kids, I can't go because of the kids and this. But internally, there is no joy, there is no enthusiasm for your continued growth. So quietly inside, and you might be the only one who can see it for yourself, you're slipping. You're just pushing yourself, trying to get to the next day. But there's just no enthusiasm. It's almost as if the car is broken down. You have to come out of the car and push it from the back to get it to the gas station. Just visualize how that feels. Do you wake up like that in the mornings? No enthusiasm to praise how great your fortune is. That God is my teacher, my mother, my father, my best friend, my business partner, my everything. What can I not accomplish on this day? But instead, you get up and you're like, my life is hell. Now you've got food, you've got shelter, you've got clothing. There are a few people that actually love you in the midst of their attachment to you. You're not homeless. You're not hungry. You're not going to bed drinking water that is not clean. Yes, you might be working a lot to pay those mortgage. But aren't you grateful about that? Yes, you need some more money. You look at social media, you look at TV, and people look like they're soaring, like, wow. All those pictures, people smiling, their design bags and cars and jewelry, and you're barely scraping to get by. You're barely able to pay the utilities. You're struggling just to get the rent or the mortgage to be paid. And all you're thinking about is that there is no more zeal and enthusiasm in you. You've thrown away your greatest gift to get you out of the hole. Your health could be deteriorating. You wake up in the morning and you put your feet on the ground and you can't even stand up. There's so much pain in your an Or, God forbid, you've got a terminal illness. Or you've just got an illness that just won't go away. It takes so much from you. But you do still exist, right? You can still look at your loved ones. You can still turn on your TV and choose to watch the next normal or some horror movie if you want to. You can still breathe, right? You can still look out your window and look at a flower or look at the sky, right? With the gift of zeal and enthusiasm, you'll always look for the silver lining. With the gift of zeal and enthusiasm, you will overcome any obstacle or challenge. With the gift of zeal and enthusiasm, you will never let go of God's hand, knowing that if you take one step of courage, He will be with you a multi-million times. He's got your back. He's supporting you. There are those days you don't even feel like getting out of the bed. You don't want to see a single person. You're so frustrated with your energy. You just threw your gift of zeal and enthusiasm out the window. And sometimes, maybe you need those seconds and minutes. Sometimes you need those hours of forgetfulness of one of your greatest gifts. Sometimes you need a day. Recalibrate, Who am I? Why is my soul in this body? What is my part to play here? No two souls will ever be the same. What's mine to do? What is mine to do now that I hold the gift of zeal and enthusiasm in the palm of my hands? That if I keep using it, there are so few no's and there's so many yeses. Yes. Opportunity comes knocking. Yes. I had less than 1 month to prepare for the fashion show for the Paris Olympics. Less than 1 month to prepare for a fashion show that I have never done in my whole life. Look, I've only worn this garb for like 30 years. I don't have fashion. 1 month. An ordinary thinker, an average thinker would say, I can't do that in 1 month. Actually, it was less than a month. But an average and ordinary thinker without any zeal and enthusiasm would never have the courage to accept such an opportunity because they're so caught up in what they think their problems are, instead of using their problems to push them forward at a more rapid speed. I've seen it over and over again. People with a lot of resources can sometimes end up to be the most unfortunate. They are so easily wired to give you a no rather than a yes. And you can ask them a simple thing, a simple little favor. No, it's not possible, it cannot happen. And every time I have to witness that, you don't know what it does to my spirit. I feel like this is such a losing energy. It is such a simple ask. And the person immediately is wired, no, that's not going to work. No, that can't happen. And I just don't know what it touches in my personality, but it hurts. Less than 1 month. The Olympics, visas, accommodation, finding the models, the interfaith leaders, rehearsal, the script, less than 1 month. I had the privilege of offering and illuminating the light within fashion show for the Olympians from Africa. Their sponsors, their families, their friends. On top of the fashion show, I was asked to interview the mayor, the deputy mayor, Kool and the Gang, the Queen of Nigeria, the directors of The Secret, inspirational leaders on different SDG, Sustainable Development Goal panels for the United Nations in less than 1 month. I'm asked to do this. my gift of zeal and enthusiasm said, Hanji, for Baba. So I tell you this with conviction. You must hold on to God's hand. God's love on your head, God's knowledge in your intellect, God's knowledge in your intellect. And recognize that with that relationship and connection between you, the soul, and Baba, your gift of zeal and enthusiasm will not leave you. That gift only disappears when you think or see or speak of the defects of people, situations, circumstances. If you hold the negativity of anything or anyone in your heart, you've thrown away the gift of your zeal and enthusiasm. What does that mean? Opportunities will come knocking on your door, and you know what your first response is? No. Do you know why you say no? Because you're filled with waste and negativity. Waste and negativity don't want you to receive opportunities. It pushes it away because it thinks you are dirt. You're not enough. But when you hold on to Baba's hand, and Baba's hand of blessings, I tell you, there's no for fortune. There are only yeses. Let's take a few moments and hold these thoughts that I've shared with you in sacred trust. And close your eyes and breathe in deeply, and just for a few seconds, I want you to emerge the best of who you know you can be because of your intimate connection to God. Hold the moment. The best of who you can be because of your love link to Baba. Get used to the feeling. Haji, yes, my Lord, I am present to serve you. We'll keep the value of your gift and of zeal and enthusiasm with you. Breathe in deeply and exhale. Breathe in again. Let's sit in the silence of this truth. Om Shanti. So it's all in our hands, this gift. And as I look on my awakened intelligence mode and hear what ideas or thoughts it has to say if one has this gift of zeal and enthusiasm, Santosh, having an attitude of zeal and enthusiasm is a gift, because it transforms ordinary tasks into meaningful experiences. This mindset brings a sense of energy and purpose to everything you do, making challenges seem like opportunities rather than obstacles. It also has a contagious effect, inspiring and uplifting those around you, creating a positive and dynamic environment. Moreover, zeal and enthusiasm will fuel perseverance and creativity, helping you to stay motivated and find innovative solutions in the face of difficulties. Ultimately, it enriches both your personal and professional life, leading to greater fulfillment and success. Hallelujah. Let's take a moment now and pause and look at the beautiful Sister Gita effect and get a little bit more enthusiasm in our lives.
Here are some practical methods to help us recognize and then overcome some of the habits or obstacles that stop us from feeling great. Letting go. So let's let go. We need to connect and concentrate on the positive and the spiritual aspects of the self, making this the foundation of our change and learning. However, as realistic optimists, we must also be honest about the personal challenges and obstacles we must overcome if we are sincere in our wish to feel great and make ourselves feel great. In order to face and let go of a recurring block or pain or sorrow, carefully practice this step. There were 5, but I will read one today. Recognize that you have a recurring upheaval or problem. Admit it to the self that something in you keeps coming back, irrespective of the person or situation that triggers the reaction. For example, you might feel unappreciated, misused, and unable to find a cooperative person. You might have economic problems or feel rejected or resentful. This is not about projecting blame onto others or situations. It is about recognizing that something good or bad begins with the self. This brings a great liberation because you know that you have all the inner resources to solve anything that has its roots in yourself. Although you can seek cooperation from others, ultimately you have to do what needs to be done yourself. Knowledge that the source of pain requires a change in your attitudes, thoughts, and or your perception. When you take this responsibility, you will stop feeling guilty and blaming others. Instead, you will feel free to choose where you want to go and what direction your life will move in. Honesty with the self never makes you blame others. Instead, it makes you feel great because at last you have the courage to face yourself and you have the faith that by practicing positive thoughts, your world will change for the better. Hey, feel great. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Gita. It's all about letting go. Let go of your waste, your negativity, and all the stuff that you are creating to hold your fortune back, and stop blaming people. Our Avyak signals for today is: keep all your specialities in front of you, and you will have faith in yourself. Keep all of your specialities in front of you, and you will have faith in yourself. Do not think about your weaknesses too much, and you will continue to happily keep moving forward in life. Since God is the Almighty Authority, you cannot keep thinking about your weaknesses. When God as your companion is so strong, then you will definitely go across any obstacle. Be victorious with this awareness in you, and also make others victorious as well. Makes sense. All right, angels online, good morning. Om Shanti. Hi, Dinesh. Oh, so it's the best one ever, so I'll have to do a little bit more of these. Today's the best show. So what, none of the shows were good? Just kidding. Hello, Kailash. Om Shanti. Hi, Seeds. I go out into a field near my home sometimes, and I holler victory when I feel down or something. That's great, Seeds. Keep doing that. Tulasi, Om Shanti, I love you too. Hi Shobha, Om Shanti. Hi Sentil, good morning Yukti, Eb, certified locally, Joanne. Nesonia Parker, welcome to the community. Nice to have you. Hi Divya Baba, how is Baba's angel? Divya Baba, future superstar for the world, right? Lilawati, glad to have you back. Aunt Senshin, always a pleasure. Rashmi Rambad, Baba's number one angel of light, who smiles every day and just lightens up the world. Right, Rashmi? Hi, Gigi. Hi, Raj. And hi, Indu. Thank you all so much for joining us online today. Wishing you and everyone out there in the world of light the gift of zeal and enthusiasm. If you'd like to increase your love, just practice loving everybody the same. See what happens for you. Take care of yourself and just take care of the people around you. Life is beautiful. Om Shanti.